Hi, I'm Anita K, a life coach and author of Behaving Bravely. I'd like to thank the doctors for having me on because it's so important that we all move forward together in this time of unique uncertainty. As many of us are directly being impacted, the COVID-19 pandemic has in many ways forced us to rebuild our lives. And this will require choosing to face each day with courage. I've had to mind shift my own courage in extreme hardship and adversity, and what I uncovered, I hope, can be helpful to those that are struggling to rebuild right now. It's not easy to be strong positively and consciously. Trust me, I know. That's why I wrote Behaving Bravely, because being brave means listening to that voice and then stepping into the fear that almost always shows up. At one point, I lost nearly everything: my marriage, my business, my finances, a parent, aspects of my health, all challenging my viewpoint of my own self-worth. Some of these fallouts you may be experiencing during this pandemic currently: fear, anxiety, mental fatigue, obsessing about the unknowns, even harboring and denial. Dealing with uncertainty will rattle our state of mind over what we have control over versus what we don't. We all have valid reasons to be fearful right now. Yet one of the best ways to navigate through it is to reframe your thoughts. I call this mind shifting, releasing ourselves from non-serving, limited thinking. How do we start? With what I call my 5-point brave strategy. It's a simple plan to mind break out of restrictive patterns and act from a solution-oriented mindset. Step 1, it's what I call practicing benevolence. This basically means tuning into that self-talk and reconnecting with more helpful, benevolent beliefs. Because when we alter our beliefs to more constructive ones, then we can only maximize our potential. Step 2 is moving into readiness. And that means really admitting that we have a problem before we can even begin to change it. So this requires reframing our theme of thoughts as well, and recognizing to committing to that now to evoke any type of change. 3 is what I call alignment, because to affect change, we must align all of the factors impacting any type of negativity. So this may take revisiting our environment and the individuals that may not be supportive, because better balance is when we're self-aware and we can align with it new choices. Step 4 is what I call vision. It means we have that clear picture of our desired destination and the road and how to get there. And while we're creating this, it's imperative that we view ourselves very honestly and compassionately. And step 5 is engagement, because once that plan is created, it's time to take action. But this isn't a one-time step. It's a process of action and reaction, and basically learning all along the way. Integrating the simple wisdom keeps us worthy of our personal empowerment. In the wake of the uncertainty, managing our wellness relies on finding meaning in our everyday lives. That keeps us in our truth. As we navigate through challenging times, I believe bravery will lead us into our new normal. Now is the time to explore our thoughts deeper, strengthening what I call lion-like courage for resiliency.